So I'm never gonna let you go. I'll hold you forever. Oh baby, I'ma let you know that we belong together. We belong together. Best friends know all the places that their best friends go. And every time you go away, I never wanna say goodbye. So we take it slow, let the seeds of love beneath us grow, till the day that we both knew we're never gonna say goodbye.
Ashley and Fraser. This gathering is made up of people who've played important parts in your lives. They're your family and your friends, the roots of your lives, and help create the people that you've become today. And as you speak the words that will unite you in a few minutes' time, remember those here today. By their presence, you know that in good days and bad, you'll never be alone.
That I won't forget this moment with you. If I could not sing, and
not two new individuals coming together, but two individuals strengthening their bond, celebrating a continuing partnership, celebrating their love for one another, and celebrating the life they share together. So how did this all come about? Well, I'm about to tell you. Ashley and Fraser's families have known each other for many years. As we know, Fraser is slightly older than Ashley, and I have it in good authority that Ashley has fancied him since she was a wee girl. But we had to wait until Christmas 2016 when they both met up in the Lawn Bar in Oban. when Ashley was out with her mum Iona for dinner. Now, Ashley and Fraser hadn't seen each other for years, and as Ashley said, I couldn't believe I was actually talking to him. And what did Fraser think of Ashley? Quite simply, he thought she wasn't a wee girl anymore. She was absolutely gorgeous. They got on really well, and the conversation just flowed, with the help of a couple of shandies, of course. Now, at this time, Ashley was studying nursing at Glasgow Caledonian University and working in the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and Fraser was working offshore as a deck foreman. Shortly after this, Fraser had to go to Australia and then Norway with his work, but on his return decided to call on Ashley one evening when she was going to her work on the night shift. Picture the scene. Ashley was walking into accident and emergency, and who does she see walking along her, or walking towards her in the long corridor? None other than our Fraser. The romance started and went from strength to strength. Now, I believe they were both living in flats at the time, with Ashley at the top of Byers Road and Fraser at the bottom. But I'm told it wasn't too long before Fraser started to move in with Ashley, bit by bit. They later bought their present home in Uddingston and were delighted when they were joined by Ellis in 2020. Now, as you're probably aware, they both work very hard and consequently enjoy their breaks away, having visited New York, Dubai, London, and their favourite, St Andrews, to name but a few. Now, it was getting to that time in the relationship that the subject of marriage was discussed. Well, Ashley discussed it and Fraser just listened. Indeed, Ashley kept dropping big hints by sending in pictures of engagement rings she liked. But Fraser knew that there was only one girl for him and decided to propose. So he bought a ring from a jeweller in the Argyle Arcade. And what location did Fraser choose to propose to Ashley? Simple, their house. Ashley had just tucked Ellis up into bed, and Fraser was standing at the top of the stairs with his shorts on when he came out with that romantic line, "The time has come to get this out of the way." At that, he got down on one knee and held out the box containing a sparkling engagement ring. And what was Ashley's response? Well, she started crying and then said, "Are you joking?" But a big yes and kiss quickly followed. However, there was a wee problem. The ring didn't fit. She had to get it resized before she told her family and friends. And as you can imagine, everyone was absolutely delighted. Now, I sometimes ask couples of their likes and dislikes of one another, which can be quite revealing. Ashley thought Fraser was handsome and would do anything for you. He's just really a nice guy. He's a good laugh with a good circle of friends. He's kind and caring and a brilliant dad to the boys. He's a hard worker and a good provider for his family. On the downside, there wasn't much. He always has to go to the toilet when he's ready to go out, and he's very good at leaving cupboard doors open. But she still loves him to bits. Fraser thought Ashley was beautiful, both inside and out. She is just amazing and the best mum to the boys. She's hard-working and fully committed to her job. She's popular with a nice circle of friends. She's a great personality and fun to be around. Fraser struggled to say anything that really bothered him about Ashley, but you'd be pleased to know he managed. She takes an eternity to get ready, and believe it or not, she can be a wee bit OCD. And likewise, he loves her to bits. Now, it's evident from my first meeting with them that Ashley and Fraser have been lucky enough to find such a sincere, honest, trusting and loving relationship. There's a feeling that both have found their other half, and there's definitely a spark between them, which I think brings out the best in each other and is displayed here today. Now, as is my way, I asked Ashley and Fraser to write just a few sentences about what is still the attraction of the other after these years, and asked them to keep their comments secret from each other, so they've not heard the comments I'm about to recite, and like you, will be hearing them for the first time. Ashley said of Fraser, Fraser is the laughter that fills an awkward silence, the laughter that fills even the hardest of times. I know that no matter what, he will be there, loving us, supporting us, and taking care of us. They say that there's always a reason two souls meet. They find a home in each other. They find comfort in one another. They show each other how to live and how to love. And my soul has found that in Fraser. And Fraser said of Ashley, "This is meant to be a secret sentence about our love, but I can't put all my words into a sentence about Ashley, as there isn't enough. I could say about how perfect she is to me, how perfect a mother she is, and how that every second I spend with her, my love grows more and more. I am proud to call Ashley mine and can't thank her enough for what she does for me and our family, and that I love her wholeheartedly. Everything good happens to us." Following the declarations made before me, and in the presence of these witnesses, it is now my pleasant duty, Fraser and Ashley, to declare you married and pronounce you husband and wife. Fraser, you may now kiss your bride!
If I knew I'd spend it all with you.
We've known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those conversations that began with "when we're married" and continued with "I will" and "you will" and "we will", all those late night talks that included "someday" and "somehow" and "maybe", all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart, all these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, "You know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word." Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher, for you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, this is my wife."
Okay. Emotional already. Okay. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Ashley's mum, Iona, Dad, Stuart, and Granny Mary for raising such a beautiful, perfect woman, who cost me a fortune, but she's the best nightmare I've ever had in my life. I'd also like to thank my own mum and dad for the years of love and support and the sheer torture I've endured over the years. Okay. I don't know, I've got so emotional. I have two very special people to thank today. It's my boy. It's my boys, Soren and Ellis. No. We both love you so much. You made us proud as proud can be. And even though you cost me a fortune in Smith Toys in the Rangers shop, I love you both so much. Now on to my beautiful wife, Ashley. Ashley, I can't believe how beautiful you look today. I know I don't do speeches very good, and I don't say these things often enough, but I look pretty slick as well. You can't take all the credit for this. I knew early on that one day I was going to call you my wife, but I did have to live with you first to make sure. We had our first flat in the West End of Glasgow, then we moved into our home in Uddingston nearly five years ago when you were pregnant with Ellis. Soren was chuffed to bits, he was finally getting his own room. You made the house such a beautiful home for us and the boys. I can't thank you enough. You're such a special mum to me, Soren and Ellis. I know the past few months have been pretty tough for you due to my work commitments, but really you've been there for me throughout the whole lot. You've been so strong despite having to deal with a lot of things by yourself. In turn, using my credit cards will always help you through things like this. You've been absolutely amazing to me and my family, Ashley, and I can't thank you enough. You can never do enough for people, and it's a trait I absolutely love about you. You're beautiful inside and out, and I know how lucky I am to now call you my wife. Ashley, not only you're a credit to me, but you're a credit to your whole family and our boys, Soren and Ellis. They love you wholeheartedly. They know how special a mum you are to them. You've given me more in life than I thought was possible. Your love, your support, your craziness, and your psychotic behaviour has just been absolutely tremendous to all of us. Lastly, I want to finish with something. I want to finish with an argument that me and Ashley have from time to time. I want to settle one thing here today with you all. We have been bickering for a number of years over this. She often says to me, "I love you," to which I respond, "I love you more." Then she'll disagree. Then I will go on back and forth, disagreeing no end. But after today, I can finally explain to you. So when I say I love you more, I mean I love you more than the bad days ahead of us. I love you more than any obstacle that will try and come between us. I love you more than anything. So from now on, when I say I love you, I don't say it out of habit. I say it out as a reminder of this day and the promises that I make to you from this day forward. Ashley, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I love you wholeheartedly, my wifey.
Thank you very much. So I promised myself that I would avoid best man cliches. However, my speech today will be like a mini skirt, long enough to cover the essentials, but short enough to hopefully keep your attention. It's a great honour to stand beside Fraser as his best man. Fraser is truly one in a million, and I'm sure everyone here can count themselves fortunate to have Fraser in their lives. But everyone here is also fortunate the fact that he is actually only a one in a million, because none of us could cope with more than one Fraser in our lives. So when thinking about the best way to describe Fraser, I thought I'd make a word puzzle out of his name, apparently known as an acrostic. Put your hands up if anyone knows what an acrostic is. Anyone? Acrostic? Liars. So basically it's taking the letters of Fraser's name and thinking of a word or a phrase that best describes Fraser. So F. So basically I'll put my suggestions forward, but please shout out your own suggestions. So F, I went for fun. Any suggestions? Funny, good, good. For R, with a bit of help of AI, I went for rambunctious, which is a word I didn't know, but apparently means full of energy, noise, and difficult to control. So a fancy word, but very appropriate for Fraser. So any suggestions for R? Rangers, there we go. I'm a bit nervous about this one. A, any words beginning with A that best describes Fraser? I knew someone would say it. I didn't think it would be Fraser, to be fair. So I went for authentic. What you see is what you get with Fraser. S. Soren, yes. Well done, Soren. I went for super talented. And then E, Ellis. There we go. I went for enthusiastic. And then R, any suggestions for R? Okay, we'll go for Randy Rangers. There we go. I went for reliably irresponsible. So to be fair, the last one is more appropriate to Fraser of yesteryear because the appearance of his grey hairs has also brought some levels of maturity. For example, his drink of choice and his disappointment now is red wine. Give it a couple of minutes, you'll burn the red wine. So when he told me this, I thought this was quite appropriate because it's actually a good way to describe Fraser. Like Fraser, red wine gets better with age, but still gives you a headache if you have too much in one go. Whether it's music, his work, or any sport, Fraser has an annoying gift for just picking it up and doing it. I know for a fact he's a bemusement of other fellow drummers because he's ambidextrous. He can pick up the drums in any hand formation and just play exactly the same. However, the less known fact is he's also ambidextrous when it comes to golf. So, on a recent trip home, he'd arranged to play golf with someone new he'd just met through work. So they arranged a day, and Fraser was asked what time they should meet. Fraser's reply was, "I'll meet you there at 9 AM, but I might be 15 minutes late." So the day came, Fraser was there at 9 o'clock, stretched off a little, placed down his tee, and then cracked right-handed, perfect drive down the fairway. And then continued that form the whole round, thumping his opponent every hole. So good crack was had, and he decided to play again the next day. And the guy asked, "Fraser, what time should we meet tomorrow?" He says, "I'll meet you there at 9, but I might be 15 minutes late." So the next day, sure enough, Fraser was there at 9 o'clock, stretched off a little, but this time placed down the tee, and then cracked off left-handed, perfect drive down the fairway, and then played left-handed the whole round. But again, same standard, thumping his opponent. So after the round, they retreated to the clubhouse, and over a pint, the opponent quizzed Fraser on why the first day he played right-handed perfectly, and then the second day he played left-handed. Fraser's reasons were quite simple. "Well, when I wake up in the morning and Ashley's lying on her left-hand side, I play left-handed. And then when I wake up in the morning and Ashley's on her right-hand side, I play right-handed." So that makes sense. And the guy's like, "Well, what about if Ashley's lying on her back?" He says, "Well, in that case, I'll be 15 minutes late." So before I finish, I must share some words about the absolutely stunning bride, Ashley. You have done an amazing job organising the perfect day today and also a remarkable job bringing out the best of Fraser. You are more than a match for his patter. Do an amazing job looking after the boys, and you're such a fun person to be around. When Fraser is at home, he's 100% devoted to his family, and it's clear to see why. Ashley is a stunning superstar, Soren is a total cool dude, and Ellis is an absolute cracker and bundle of fun. Our meetups now are more jumping soft plays than jumping 2/4 marches, but no less fun. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in standing and raising a glass and toasting this wonderful couple to the bride and groom.
Skriver det down, be me mother, but I'll live a leaving, or ströna från vision.